Dragon Age 2 was rated M for mature by the ESRB and contains blood and gore, language, sexual content, and violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, my name is Amaronith and I play games for the internet, and today we're playing Dragon Age 2. Last time we ran about Kirkwall helping, sort of, our Uncle Gamlin get reunited. Well, united with the daughter he never knew he had. And that was very sweet. I've sort of forgotten what else we did. I don't think we actually did all that much in that episode. I had to take a little bit of a break in my recording. Because I had to have a food and then cuddle the cat relentlessly. This time we're going to start off by talking to Sebastian. Just checking.
You must understand, Sister Nightingale. I want grandchildren. Jatia is my only child and she's not getting any prettier.
You must be patient, my dear. I'm sure Jatia has a wonderful personality.
What man cares about personality? May the Maker's gaze be upon you.
Actually, you know what? Before I talk to anybody, let's go snoop. History of the Chantry, Chapter 4. Achievement unlocked, Chantry Historian. You get that for finding all 4 chapters of the history of the Chantry. Oh, I have a little Harley who is in my room with me, even though he's about to be real unhappy in a little bit because he's about to realize that he is currently locked in here as I have my door closed so as not to disturb my housemate. You know what? Hey.
You look concerned, champion. Is there a problem?
May I have your blessing?
I'm just seeking your benediction, Your Grace.
May Andraste guide your hand to protect Kirkwall in its darkest hour.
Thank you. Hey.
The first enchanter overstepped his bounds.
He was provoked.
The people want to know which side you favor. It weakens you.
Strength will not win this fight, Sebastian. If the Maker is merciful, he will help them find peace. We can only be waiting when they do.
Hey.
Do you never intend to give a public answer, Your Grace?
What have I been asked?
About the mages. You could calm this fire if you stepped forward.
The Chantry's teachings are clear. Those who turn against them would not listen more to me than to Andraste.
Not more mage debates.
Mage this, Templar that. Is there anywhere in Kirkwall people don't talk about this?
No, and I've looked, believe me. Even the rats in Darktown are following this mess.
Really? Which side are they on?
About a third support the Templars, a third are pro-mage, and the rest support more cheese for both sides.
The last time mages rebelled against the Chantry, they ended up ruling Tevinter. Should we just ignore them?
I knew I liked you.
I did not expect things to deteriorate so fast. I thought after the Canary, no one would wish for more violence. It has drawn more attention than I would like. Sebastian, if I can ask.
Anything, Your Grace.
And the champion too, if you will.
Why not?
I can't imagine any way this will go wrong.
What would you have of us?
The Divine is concerned about the situation here. She does not want to see the Free Marches become another Imperium. She has sent an agent to assess the danger. Meet with her, please. Tell her drastic measures won't be required.
A moment. Sorry, the name of this quest line is called Faith. So of course, Jukebox Brain. Sure.
I don't want to see the Divine's armies march against Kirkwall.
Could we keep the Exalted marching to a minimum? I keep all my stuff in Kirkwall.
Surely the Divine wouldn't treat the whole city as enemies.
She is concerned. It is never wise to draw the concern of the powerful.
She is the voice of Andraste. She cannot turn the might of the Chantry against the innocent due to proximity.
Have you met
When
the
no
Chantry?
innocents harmed in the Exalted Marches. She will do her best, Sebastian. But she must act first to protect the faith.
Who's this agent?
What can you tell me about this servant of the Divine?
I was not told her real name. Only to call her Sister Nightingale. She is said to be the Divine's left hand, sent to do work that might blacken the Divine's name.
What should we say?
What argument would convince her?
The Divine has heard my protests already. I must trust your own powers of persuasion now.
We'll go right now.
This cannot wait.
Thank you. We cannot allow this ridiculous mage rebellion to turn into holy war.
The agent, Sister Nightingale, will be waiting in the Viscount's throne room tonight. She wishes to remain unseen. The room has been sealed since the Canary incident. It may be difficult to get in without attracting attention.
Varric, I'll leave you and take Sebastian. Codex Sebastian, the last 3 years.
Greetings, champion. May the Maker smile upon you.
Sure. Oh. I have a new letter. Really?
Done. Less to worry about. That's enough. Let's finish this. So, we won?
Blood Rager Throne. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. And now Harley's gonna bitch and moan.
That's enough.
Yeah, I've got the door to my room closed, so now Harley's gonna sit in front of it and cry. Hi, bye.
Hello again, champion.
I love how it's like, this is supposed to be, you know, a very secretive meeting, and it's just like, we'll just walk in the front door.
The Viscount's throne room has been sealed off since his death. A strange place for a holy sister to be.
That should do it.
So, even the Divine fears us now. She should. Kill the spies!
What?
I'll deal with this. Let's finish
Really?
this. Get back.
The Resolutionists. I might have known they would be part of this.
It's Liliana! Hey! The Resolutionists?
Who are the Resolutionists?
An offshoot of a fraternity within the Circle of Magi.
supported by the Magisters.
There's no proof of that.
I bet a lot of mages think they'd enjoy Tevinter's freedoms, and completely forget that few ever achieve the power to enjoy them.
There have always been factions that support freedom from the Chantry, and the abolition of the Circle. We have tolerated them, but the Resolutionists have become violent. They are likely behind the unrest here.
And you are?
Are you Sister Nightingale?
I am, or you may call me Liliana.
Hi.
The Divine sent me to investigate the possibility of a rebellion here in Kirkwall. I have some experience in unconventional situations.
Liliana?
The Liliana, who accompanied the hero of Ferelden to slay the archdemon.
I see it will be harder to remain anonymous so near the Ferelden border. Yes, I knew the hero of Ferelden.
New?
She is
There
dear
we go.
to my heart. I am working for the Divine now, in Orlais. I had not thought to return to this part of Thedas.
You're not what I expected.
I hardly imagined the Divine's secret agent looking like you.
That is why I am effective. The Divine has long suspected that Kirkwall's problems were spurred by an outside group. This attack proves she is right.
You knew they would attack.
Are you saying you set this whole thing up?
I let word slip that an agent of the Divine was coming to investigate the mage troubles. It is how they chose to react which condemns them.
What does she plan to do?
Will the Divine send soldiers?
Divine Justinia takes the situation here very seriously. She believes it is the worst threat to Thedas since the Cunara invaded.
A handful of apostates. How can that possibly...
The whole world is watching Kirkwall. If it falls to magic, none of us are safe. Tell Elthina to leave. There is refuge for her at the Grand Cathedral in Orlais. She will not be safe here.
But...
These mages are out of control.
Yes, Harley. Yes. I know. I know. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, the saddest little boy.
Hello again, champion.
Yeah, hi. Uh-huh. You're so mean. You're so mean. I told you. One moment. Okay. I have let the cat out. Hi. Alright. So, that went well.
Terrible things do happen, Sebastian.
But what we see is only a piece of the puzzle. Only the Maker can see the greater picture.
The guilty prosper, innocents die.
And then they are brought to the side of the Maker. Their suffering ends. There is always a greater purpose.
Daenerys once killed a little boy to fuel blood magic that let him impress his fellow senators at a party. What was the purpose there?
Perhaps it was witnessing that which will give you the strength to prevent it ever happening again.
There's been so much trouble in Kirkwall of late.
Sebastian, this is why you infuriate me. Journal. Faith, return to the Chantry with Sebastian. Tell the Grand Cleric about the Divine wants her to leave Kirkwall and seek safety in Orlais. Oh, hey buddy.
Have you located any Canary blades?
Here.
This is what I've found.
If you find more, bring them to me.
Do 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 do.
Also,
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do.
g'day, champion.
G'day. Oh, rusty heart away. I know all the games you play, 'cause I play them too. Human. The Chantry.
Avert your eyes, witch.
You said I was dwelling on useless history. But what are you doing? The past is important to you and to all of us. We must know it to move forward.
Yet I have made no deal with a demon to learn of my past. You had a life, you had a family, and you abandoned them to chase after ghosts. We are nothing alike. Don't even begin to think that we are.
Oh my. Hey, Althenia.
What would you say to an exciting trip to Orlais? I hear the Grand Cathedral's lovely this time of year.
What?
You were right. The Divine will be taking action against Kirkwall, though the sister didn't say what. You must take the holy relics from the Chantry and leave for safety.
Sebastian, I'm surprised at you. Andraste would not thank me for saving a few dusty finger bones and my own skin at the cost of people's lives.
Dusty finger bones.
You keep dead people here.
The Kirkwall Chantry has guarded the remains of the martyr Devrina for 800 years. They must be protected.
When I became Grand Cleric, I took a vow to the people of Kirkwall and the Free Marches. I will not leave my flock.
Would you let yourself die?
There is no greater devotion than to lay one's life at the Maker's feet. There is no better death than to take the blow for another.
That's morbid.
You don't hear that one quoted often, do you?
Please, Your Grace. Sister Nightingale thinks there will be war.
Then, I must make peace. Settle yourself, Sebastian. I'm in no personal danger. I am Grand Cleric. Who would dare attack me?
If you will not shield yourself, then I will be your shield. You will come through this safely by the Maker's name. I swear it.
So, Okay, achievement unlocked, cloak and dagger. I think that's what you get for meeting Liliana. I am Grand Cleric. Who would dare attack me? You know... I just have a bad feeling about that. Questioning beliefs. Sebastian would like to speak privately in the chantry. Hi.
If Althena won't leave Kirkwall, neither will I. I can't abandon her when the Divine's own agent warned her away.
You're very devoted.
The Grand Cleric is lucky to have your loyalty.
She'd be luckier were I willing to hit her over the head and carry her away. This isn't her battle. But if these Maleficarum rebel against the Knight Commander, Althena will put herself between them and be torn apart. I must try to make her see reason. This cannot end well. Hawke should do it. Kirkwall needs a Viscount.
Have you asked him? It would be Hawke's decision.
I watched my parents in Starkhaven. When times are good, the city rules itself. Years could pass and no one would notice who's prince. But when there's famine, when there's war, people look to their leaders. Who does Kirkwall have beyond Hawke?
This is probably a conversation for the two of you to have.
You want me to be Viscount?
Andraste said the Maker is king in the heavens, but it is the kings of Thedas who must recreate his worldly glory. I keep thinking about that. Who better serves the Maker? A brother of the faith, or a prince who can sway a whole city?
We all have our part to play.
You'll never know what the right choice is. Might as well just make one.
Althena is risking her life by not deserting her flock. Could I do the same? It's been 15 years since I lived in Starkhaven. The people there are only a memory to me. Kirkwall, the Chantry, that's real. That's where I belong.
Well, I'm glad that's settled.
Great. Now that's out of the way, let's get a drink.
Sorry to burden you with my doubts, but I do appreciate you hearing me out. You've been a good friend, Hawke. I will stay, as much for you as for her grace.
Oh, glad to hear it, buddy.
Greetings, champion. May the Maker smile upon you.
In the meantime... Hawke Estate...
I heard about the business in the square, monsieur. I hope there's no trouble from it. Now that you're the champion of Kirkwall, seems everyone wants something, don't they? Mistress Amel would have been very proud.
Thanks, Borden.
Here, boy. Have something to wet your teeth on. Freshly confiscated mutton just for you. Have at it. Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect and how to run.
Yay. It's like a boy. From Charade, or Charade. Dear Garrett, I assume Gamlen's told you nothing about me. I ask after you every time I visit him, and all I get is you've heard it all from the town criers. Dear old dad. I hope this letter finds you well. I hear stories, but I can't tell what's true and what's exaggerated. Did you really fistfight the Canary leader? Are you actually sleeping with the captain of the city guard? Did you slay a dragon in Darktown? It can't all be true. It's exciting to hear the stories and say, "That's my cousin! Write to me and tell me how you've been. I want news. I'll trade you incriminating gossip about your favorite uncle. Yours truly, Sherrod." Yay. Oh, she's delightful. The whaler. You know what? I'm just... Ooh. Yep. So let's do that. The Arms of Mactyr. Jasmine Cuddy's wrap. Gloves of the Champion. And everything else can get sold. I'll hang on to the low blade.
I can make it for you.
I know.
You'd almost never know you thought a runner was even here. So quiet. She smells like cinnamon buns. Even after all these years, she still refuses to go outside. Such a shame.
I mean, fair.
Champion of Kirkwall has killed 12 dragons and sleeps on a bed made from their bones. And I hear he uses the Arashot's skull as a gravy boat.
You really believe everything you hear, don't you?
I mean... Oh no, hiccups. Hey, Varric.
If you think that was bad, I should tell you about the Black Marsh.
See, when you say things like that, Blondie, it just makes me glad I didn't know you sooner. Who goes to a place named Black Marsh on purpose? Now, they called it Beer Marsh. No, still doesn't work.
You've got a point. The marsh part does cancel out anything else. Flower Marsh, Kitten Marsh. No, no good. Ah, you've got company. I'll see you later.
Hawk, what can I do for you?
Why was Anders here?
What was Anders here for?
Only place in Kirkwall he can get a decent drink. Blondie comes by here and I put him on my tab. He's got some stories about his days in Ferelden that sound implausible, even to me. He's not bad for a mage. Crazy, but that's most everyone in this city.
Why don't you buy me a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a pint.
I should make you buy the drinks, oh champion of Kirkwall.
So, what's the word in Lowtown, Varric?
Nothing you don't know already. The Viscount's departure, a vacuum of power, troubles brewing. Get rid of one thread and another appears. I'm starting to think this city's in love with crisis. Hope you're ready for it, my friend. I'm keeping Bianca close.
What are you looking at? Are you one of them?
My palatial suite in the Hanged Man is your palatial suite, Hawk. Make yourself at home.
Yes, my friend.
You're good.
So, 3 Templars walk into a tavern.
Not right now, Varric.
You feeling all right, Blondie? You're always in the mood for Templar jokes.
A face to forget, but do I know you, Kunari?
Dalvashoth, once of the Wounded Coast, I had left my fellows. You convinced me to turn on them. It was long ago. I am now Maras, mercenary of Kirkwall. Time has been kind to your name, champion.
Are you available for hire?
So, interested in some work?
Yes, but not with you.
Why?
I do not work for those with titles. They do not have jobs, they have causes. When you stand for more stand against you.
You chose your name.
Does Maras mean something?
It means nothing. I have no role, except for what I choose.
Is that good or bad?
It just is.
Do you hold a grudge?
Do I have to worry about this old scar?
I felt no kinship to those dead when they lived. You pushed, but the killing was my choice. It led to many more, for many reasons. So no, you and I are not enemies.
There are a few of you left.
I'm surprised to see any Kunari or Talvashoth in the city.
The Kunari died with the Arishak, as they believed they were meant to. Many Talvashoth were also killed, just in case. Time has calmed those fears. Now I am hired as much for my appearance as my skill. Life is comfortably empty. I see the appeal.
Alright. Bye.
Farewell, then.
Panehedan, Sira Hawk.
You have to when you're dealing with this lot. Let's see how you like drunk men pinching your ass and trying to lick you. Ugh.
Gross.
Hey, Nora. You and me in my room upstairs. What do you say?
Not if you were the last man in the free marches.
The Grand Cleric cannot continue to wave her hands and pretend the problem is solved. She's as good as helping Meredith.
right. The deep roads. Ow. Fuck me running. Sorry, my wrist hurts. I've been playing quite a bit in this recording session. So, leave the area. Hey, Nate.
Nathanial Howe.
You're the champion of Kirkwall, aren't you? And Anders.
Making friends as always, I see.
There's no escaping you, it seems.
I'm special that way.
That's one way to put it.
Why are you here?
Delila says you followed my expedition's route. Why?
You went further into the deep roads than anyone believed possible. The first warden himself ordered this investigation. I was offered a generous share of the salvage, plus extra coin up front to discourage any curiosity.
What happened here?
It looks like you met heavy resistance.
After the warden commander spared the architect, we thought the ensuing struggle among the Darkspawn might make the deep roads safer. The warden's allies assured us these tunnels would still be mostly clear, but it seems they were wrong.
Who are these allies?
They seem to know a great deal about Darkspawn. Are these allies dwarves?
No, not dwarves. It's complicated. Let's just say we live in strange times.
And the architect?
Who is the architect?
The architect was the first of the speaking and thinking Darkspawn. Very dangerous. He spread his gift to other Darkspawn, the Disciples. Fortunately, their numbers are few.
Who told you about the Tig?
I don't remember drawing anyone a map to the Tig. Who told you about it?
An unfortunate dwarf named Bartrand. We weren't sure his information was reliable, but contacting you or Varric was deemed risky.
You trusted my turncoat of a brother, but thought talking to us was risky. That's idiotic.
We feared you might return if you learned of our interest in the Tig.
And I mean we did. Maybe we should leave.
As much as I enjoy the company, is there anything keeping us in these Darkspawn-infested tunnels?
I cannot leave now. When we were attacked, I was separated from the rest of my expedition. Some of them may yet live. We must go deeper into the tunnels to rescue them.
Who are you looking for?
Who else could be alive?
Some wardens survived the initial ambush. I think the dwarf we brought from Vigil's keep survived. But who still lives? Only the Maker knows.
Let's rescue your friends.
We have survivors to find. Let's go.
We should move. Stay alert for Darkspawn.
Okay. Did I... Huh? Hang on. What's back this way? A way we can't go because it's fire. Right. Hey, Theodore. Yeah. Let's go, bud.
On to the next.
Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Tamarin?
Master Howe, you live.
Tamarin, good man. Are there any other survivors?
Hopefully up ahead. Well met are strangers in the belly of the earth. I hope Sir Fenley won't mind, but I set up the explosives here and there. Figured I'd blow up as many of the spawn as I could before I embraced the stone.
Where did you get explosives?
How did you manage to get Kunari explosives?
These aren't Kunari explosives. They're dwarven made, and don't you forget it.
Oh.
Tamarin's cousin Dworkin made the explosives back in Vigil's Keep.
Aye, and that he did. Before the sudden Kunari forced him into hiding.
What are you going to blow up?
What were you doing with these explosives?
We were prepared to do extensive excavations around the Tig you found.
A few well-placed booms prove most efficacious at clearing rubble.
Explosives? Sounds like fun.
Corridors lined with explosives and darkspawn galore? It's not even my birthday.
Tamarin, the way behind us is clear. Send word to the Wardens in case we don't make it.
Aye. I've set explosives all along the tunnels. Blow up as many of the sodding spawn as you can. Luck to you both.
Finding Nathaniel. Find any other survivors from the Warden's expeditions. Alright. Yeah, come on. I lost count. Nathaniel's voice sounds very rough. Like, is it the same actor? Or, oh no. Okay. Like, is it the same actor or like... is it a different actor trying to sound like the old actor?
Bethany?
Is that really you? Why would you come back here if you didn't have to?
You know each other.
He is my brother.
Aw, cheer up, sis.
A little smile for me, sister. It's been years. I've missed you.
If I let myself miss you, and Carver, and Mother, I couldn't go on. It's better not to feel.
I won't try to cheer you up then.
Incoming.
We don't have time for this. The Darkspawn approach.
Fraz him.
For the first time since I've been down here, I don't sense a single darkspawn. We've won. The route to the surface should be safe now. Because of you, I will see my sister and nephew again. Please, take this with my blessing. I apologize I couldn't answer all your questions. You may have them yet in the fullness of time.
Stay safe, Nathaniel.
You as well.
Items received, the bringer of silence. Alright. Now, before we leave the area, let's just... Olivar's prize. And a Herlock bolter. Gimme. I got your back. What is that achievement? I will have to look it up later. Alright. Okay, so it's getting to be about that time. Let's do the Anders wants to talk to you in his clinic mission, and then we will call it.
Used to dream of food. Now just food.
Come on.
So, you and Hawk?
What about us?
I want to make sure I get all the details right when I tell this story. Did he sweep you off your feet? I'm assuming he did the sweeping. He's taller than you. Awkward otherwise.
I'm not telling you anything but this. There was no actual sweeping involved.
Every little bit helps, Elf.
Sword. Hi.
You think I don't know the city guard is just another arm of the Templars?
Wow.
That is completely unfair.
If they show up here, I'll know who to blame. That's all I'm saying.
That's really unfair.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see that. I just can't be too careful. Now that the Knight Commander has basically appointed herself Viscount.
She's a busy lady.
Between ruling the city and torturing mages, it's a wonder she has time to keep that sword so shiny.
She has nearly crushed the flame of hope for mages here. The mage underground is all but destroyed, and those left have turned to blood magic as their only option, which Meredith knows will prevent any chance of the public taking their side.
So she's right?
You don't think that kind of proves her point?
The Blight was stopped only with the aid of 2 mages, one an apostate, but it makes no difference. The Chantry set us on this path long ago. It would take something truly catastrophic to change people's thinking now.
I don't... Everything's terrible. Everything's terrible. But we will, call it here. Next time we'll, maybe we'll go with, Fenris to see his sister. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.